It is time to get the show on the road. We have got the grand final of the Intel Extreme Masters Rio 2023 Vertigo, Inferno, and I sure as hell hope we go all the way to Overpass. Harry and Hugo, take it away.
They have led the way. Let's see what they've got for us here in this pistol round. It's going to be a Vertigo, fast up ramp for Vitality, running straight up short.
Yeah, this is going to be a brawl for the A site. Cadian saw him trying to inspire the troops before this game started. If he could start it strong, that's only going to galvanize their belief in this redemption arc. Cadian, one kill to the good, and Heroic now teed up 5v4 in the retake. Spinks knocked out, quite the man to lose, but Dupree, we know what he can bring to the table here. Him and ZywOo churn through Heroic. No survivors, no second chances. It's ZywOo and Dupree. ZywOo entrusted with the entire A-Ram play. He's going to try and deal with it. Tessez on the receiving end of ZywOo. He's at a great time with the rifles here. And that's not slowing down in the grand final.
Neither are Vitality. Look at Apex go.
Yeah, leading the charge, leading by example. He deals with Shush, and look at the space he's trying to take. Burns in the Molotov, down at 50. Cadian will clash with his IGL counterpart on the other side, winning that out short and slowing the roll of Vitality here. Things get a little weird now.
Yabby trying to play over the top, and as said, a nade ready, but no one low enough to punish. They can go for this plant. Yabby waits for the jump up. He reads it well. That's a free kill. 3-on-3 presents itself. Heroic will go for this.
Yabby still wants to be involved. He knows the one is not enough here, but that decision to fight forward leaves him on a bit of an island. A missed shot for Cadian. Magisk feels right at home on the big stages. And now it's all down to Stown. There's a man right under him. It's ZywOo creeping up, creeping in, and keeping this scoreline flawless for Vitality. There's no question. And both of these two have been big game players for Heroic throughout this event. You need something from them. They're going to spam ZywOo out of the round. And now Shush, layered peaks on this B defense, make Vitality's life pretty tricky. It's down to 2, Dupree and Spinks, to try and turn the tide in this round. They're going to assemble the boost by the looks over the top of this smoke, but that's exactly what Shush wanted. The cross down for Tessez. The molly's going to displace Cadian. He can't support his teammate here. Tessez has got to fly solo, and only good to go 1-for-1. Vitality starting to apply pressure over in middle. There's two separate fights here that are real hinge ones in the round. And with Cadian falling silent over towards A, Stown had to win that mid fight if Heroic wanted to even remain competitive here. Spinks still lurks in the back line, but he gives the kill away. And so that gives Heroic their route back into the round. They might have lost both these A-Ramp players, but they're believing they can do it in the retake here.
Oof. Yeah, Dupree with a crucial entry to Cadian has at least given them this bomb plant, and now him and ZywOo need to stand tall in the site. There's so much util coming over. No one peeks before the smoke blooms. Heroic making no mistakes right now. Need this round desperately to avoid this game falling through their fingers. ZywOo forces a kill off of Dupree's flash. Heroic are here, but they haven't tapped it yet, and that timer is so low. Dupree's getting close, so's the stick. They're on it, they're off it, and Stown has no time to save this round. It's ZywOo living on a prayer as Vitality finds 6.
A 3v2 retake as well for Heroic. That one's going to hurt.
Supporting and even pushing as well. The one Molotov in the right place, but they need to punish the reposition. Missed shot for ZywOo. Magisk is there.
That's going to make up for it, but Cadian up over the top. Turns the tide back in favor of Heroic. Trying to be that difference-making piece. Is the AWP in Cadian's hands, but the flashes, the smokes, all of those work to nullify him and him alone. Stown holds on from the short side and takes it one step further. Even here's the tag to ZywOo, who's a dead man, as the AWPs clash. It's Heroic with the riposte, and they finally... You know, one of the critiques leveraged against this Heroic squad is they don't really have that X factor, that star man, right? It is more of a 5-man unit, but Stown is the closest thing they've got to it. If you can get him in good form, you're in for a great time. A clash at the top of ramp. Vitality barely survived the skirmish, but they get out with guns, they get out with the 2-on-3. Bomb on the back of ZywOo, and Apex given a bit of room here.
Stown has to commit. He's got to move forward. He can't turn around. He can't be in the open. That molly has trapped him into short, and Apex falls immediately. ZywOo was holding for a flank. They knew they had no mid control.
Oh, the pressure's on for Heroic. This is the ZywOo effect. This is one man, and they are terrified. They know what he's capable of. And it's in that terror, it's in that doubt. The ZywOo tries to make a play, cut down by Cadian. And so all that messing about, all that trying to safeguard it.
He's got his team behind him at least, but Sjuush back of the site, rock solid anchor, getting flashed in, not biting too soon. He knows the pressure's on Vitality. That's a nice entry, but Sjuush is still with the round, and he does with that wide bomb drop. Sjuush won't stop, and it's easily done for Heroic. These rounds that they're winning right now are clean. They've cleared out B, and Stown is in the back.
That puts all the Vitality on a timer they don't know exists right now in this round. Tessa is making quick work of the rampart, and Stown's just rushing to be involved. He doesn't want this flank to never materialize. He wants something from it. dupreeh in at the sandbags is blindsided by the flanking man, and Spinks, the one that gave that signal for the flank to come in, is the one left in the clutch. Good bit of damage done, but he is overwhelmed. Heroic claps upon the ramp take. Feels like not even moments ago they were in a blistering lead, and now they're not even getting close to winning these rounds. Oh, ZywOo tries to offer something up, but can't afford to be the one and done, and that's all it is. Heroic, anything you can do, they'll do better. They go swinging into those ramp fights. They embrace the chaos.
These heroes want to win the half. Oh, Sjuush making moves, man. They're so confident right now, but that could be their undoing. Magist gets a crucial entry on that B bomb site. Heroic, they've taken the boots off in this last round. They're running around barefoot, pushing both sites at the same time. Cadian's re-aggressed with the orb. There's the B attempt. It's a mess. It's a trade out. Stown still keeps it up on the A side of the things, but Spinks has taken mid for a change.
At this point, they've got to go B. It's the only option they have. And with Spinks cut down on his mid lurk, it's going to fall to dupreeh and Apex. Not getting planted. Heroic don't need to rush this, but they've been pretty fast and loose in this round. dupreeh with the util, with the spray, they'll walk it over the line, and so Vitality might have given up that 7-1 lead, but they can hold out hope as they go on to win out this first half. They've taken all this ramp control. They are fully aware of where Heroic can be on the map at this point in time, and they are full sending it, wrapping through the back line. Apex teeing up his teammate in the site with flashes. dupreeh is fed to the wolves.
Crucial.
First man down. And here's the flank arriving. Yabi's holding for it, and the flank might never have the impact as Yabi makes quick work of it. That was the ace up Vitality's sleeve. That was meant to be the saving grace of this pistol round.
8 apiece. Titan's right up on this T side now.
Yabi, as always, given a lot of room to play his own game on the lurk, but this time the duel comes up in favor of dupreeh.
Nice.
That's the edge the Vitality were looking for, and ZywOo's going to take it one step further. Left to Stown and Cadian. The world against them in this one. Vitality pulling players around to reinforce this A site, and as Heroic move in, blinded by the flash. Magisk teed up by Apex. French and Danish CS coming together. Sjuush recognizes that he's been given a bit of room here, and so he's quick to take it. Flashed in by a teammate. Spinks on the boost in middle, but the timing couldn't be worse. Oh, Spinks. Sat bottom of the board right now, and it just feels like he's cursed. Missed every timing here, but he will turn back around and deal with Yabi. Important kill to find. You knock out their lurk. You make this B take feel that much harder for Heroic.
They're still in a great position. They've got the AWP in a post spot. They've got it down on default. The flank is clear, which they will soon figure out. Vitality, this is not a guaranteed round. The difference maker, 3 smokes. I want to see lineups come out from Vitality, not just a right click on the bomb, but more.
Right now, they're not lining anything up. They're dry fighting this. They're moving through. They've got Sjuush pinned in at the back of the site. He needs help, and Cadian lends that helping hand. Beautiful synergy between Heroic. But Heroic have stopped it every step of the way, and this round looks to be no exception. Sjuush holding on for the flank. Won't get away with the kill. Spinks tagged even lower on the wallbang.
Don't like that.
And he's got to right off the flank. This is awkward. Vitality know it's going to be this A play. They know that's the option left to Heroic.
Smoke went off the map. It's going to be down to dry fights. They've got nothing left. ZywOo's held it. Spinks is still on the flank as well. He's just not committed. And they're looking for the entry, but Magisk denies at the doorway. Big spray down from Magisk. Again, he is a rock on this A site. Corner's not cleared.
And it's reassuring that it's Magisk and Dupree. Much faster round here. Heroic throwing in a bit of a Hail Mary, and why not? Apex dinged by the P2. Running out of ammo now. He will get run down. Lives up to his side of the bargain, right? Multi-kill out of the captain. Keeps Vitality in this, and the nade for the plant. Gonna blow down out of the water. Cadian's too low to want to even get involved here. He's waiting for Yabi to move around, but time is not on his side, not with Dupree. Looking to close the net on this ramp play. And so just Yabi. 1v3 as he moves up ramp. Dupree's looking to fight this every step of the way! Like a spinning top, Dupree!
How does he win that one? There is no way. Absolute whiff for Yabi, and Dupree doesn't know where to look. But Vitality look up right now. This is a late game recovery on the CT side after they lost so many rounds in a row. And
wow,
that
it
is
looks
crazy.
even wilder from his POV. My God, Dupree.
It's great that it's Dupree and Magisk.
Stan's trying to make a hero play here. He's got Tessez throwing util over the top for him. He's desperately looking for this man at the back of the site. Eventually something's got to give if Heroic want to cook up around here. They start to lose bodies all across the map. Too quickly for you to even realize that this round is slipping through your fingers, and now Tessez is plunged into the 1v4. First man dealt with, but he's got to do so much more here, does Tessez. Vitality give him room. They give him a lot of room. More than even he's expecting here. Wanted more of a fight. And so he's going to go looking for one, pushing up all the way towards the spawn, but no one from Vitality gives him anything, and now they know he has to plant. They're running him down. Apex with the missed jump, but Dupree's there to bail out his captain.
He needs to show that now more than ever. Heroic running out of rounds and room. Cadian takes matters into his own hands and somehow survives the night.
ZywOo with that orb hasn't really been something you've had to worry about yet if you're Heroic. But he opens up in this round, and there's Magisk really sealing the deal on it. Yabi even spotted and spammed out by Magisk.
It's so suffocating on A. Heroic can't get comfortable even when they get top ramp. He's on the clock.
He's taking a bit of time now to try and talk to the boys, bring them back on side, but this save, the save won't come through. The gun removed. But were those extra few minutes to talk to the team? The longer they take, the more Spinks can get out of this flank as well. So while Vitality have Heroic trapped on ramp, it's going to work to their benefit. They flash Magisk in. This is a guy playing with confidence. Heroic try to come back now, and they will flush out Spinks' flank. Tessez claims a life. And suddenly Heroic are roaring to life here. Dupree on the rotate over, but he's never going to be ready for Sjuush this deep.
That exit was so important to remove an orb from play in this round. Spinks in a very tough position to get a multi-kill. They really need to trade this. Yabi's given a chance. Stan has to come back in for more. And Spinks stands tall in mid. Finally, the bottom performer for Vitality puts on a must-win show.
Apex this nade. Just a few seconds off from finding max damage onto Tessez, but now they return the favor. Return to sender. Apex knocked out of the round. The nades will find him. ZywOo and Magisk are ready to defend, and they'll lay down the pain. Magisk lives for these stage games.
Whether he's the one initiating, whether he's holding back behind default, He has kept Heroic guessing. But man, the consistency of these two Danes on Vitality right now inside of the playoffs, putting on their best performances since they joined this team.
Cadian flashed off the angle, not spotted, making it over onto the sandbags. They don't know about him, and maybe that gives him the room to strike.
Oh!
Cadian comes through with one. That's the equalizer. Spinks holds on the flank. His timing could be everything here.
The back door's locked right now, but he might start to move through as they make more noise. Smokes come down. Magist gone is a problem, but Spinks has a timing. He misses his shot. Yabi takes an entry. Heroic are swarming the site right now, and Apex looks like he wants to make a move and end the map right here and right now. Missed chance, but no hurry. Spinks is still moving in. Yabi goes over the top, and Apex drops. They want to hunt this kill.
Dupree boxed in, out they swing, goes 1 for 1. And so it's bottom performer Spinks chasing down the star of Heroic in Stown. Slow on the approach. Stown is fearful. Spinks could be anywhere. Last seen flanking. Spinks is moving fast out through middle. Oh, and the nade from downtown. Spinks knocks them out of it. And Vitality, they steal Vertigo away. They slow Heroic's roll. They put a stop to that comeback in its tracks.
This superstar roster, they were built to beat the best, and they are on the road in Rio, looking to take this grand final away from Heroic again.
ZywOo with his dual Berettas, he loves these things. 2 heads better than 1. Let's see. ZywOo raring to go. The dualies bring to life. ZywOo churns through the first man in for Heroic. It was not really a threat they had to worry about back on Vertigo.
Hey, they got great post-plant positions, but they're not in the post-plant. That bomb is dropped in the middle of the site, and Cadian has to cross past these USPs to get it planted. Finally, we'll make that risk happen. 20 seconds on the stick, a flank through apartments, and no kids.
Ooh, Vitality look to move in, but Apex ends up jumping the gun a bit. They want to try and give room to Dupree. They're going to have to. And with the backstab. Oh, Dupree makes it happen.
Dualies, you know, at least every time. Good for that. Makes these guns look so terrifying. Gonna have a force up for Heroic. Devastation already setting in.
Vitality are info gathering in this round. Magic's getting flashed down Banana. Suddenly the penny is dropped. They know what Heroic are planning to do here. All this util starts to spill over into the A site, and running down long, Heroic are approaching this with a blistering pace.
Oh, Dupree stuck in the site, but he gets away with 2. He can finish a 3rd as well. He's trapped in the pit on low health. They're getting desperate right now, running smokes and running guns. But Cadian closes the gap. 2 on 2. He goes for more. Big bad Casper again. Not so friendly Ghost. Leaves ZywOo in a clutch that he will most certainly attempt.
He kind of has to. This was a one-man army. And ZywOo, no stranger to that, looks to move in. Cadian, the one left to beat, the one who got this round started, the captain of Heroic. Is he going to go down with his ship? No, he course corrects! Cadian with a phenomenal round, and there's no questioning that this guy wants the redemption arc.
He just giggles it off.
It just makes the words of wisdom he passes down the line hit that much harder when you see him giving so much to the game to try and keep the dream alive. How can that not inspire you? But the backstab coming in, Vitality trying to disrupt, trying to set the pace of this round. Dupree misses this timing, but it's Spinks who's the thorn in their side, and there he is getting activated. Cadian, another 1v4, another clutch needed from the captain. It's asking too much. He can't keep repeating this. Vitality with a far cleaner round. Flashes out long, but ZywOo waits here. He waits to strike, set up by Dupree's flash. If he went around that corner, there were kills available. Instead, more flashbangs rain out, and this time ZywOo's a little late to the party. Dupree holds the line, won't let them in. Dupree, immovable, in behind the site, is finally run down. There's still Spinks here. He's getting spammed. Ouch. They can hear this. They know he's there. And so Heroic locate the danger man. They deal with him. They swing out and they hunt Magisk down.
And
this is more like it as far as heroic rounds go.
Yeah, they do it together. That's a difference maker, right? Everyone trading peaks. Yeah, that one hurts for Dupree. Really couldn't have done more in that round. Cadian's orb makes its first appearance. Holding for this boost up on middle to get dry fight. How does Apex win that battle? That's a massive sculpt to take. They're going to avoid this rifle, at least knowing where one is in this round. Sends Heroic back to B. Tesses tries to avoid getting caught in the corner as he sets up Util. Heroic contact all the way along, and this is the perfect way to counteract ZywOo playing with this smoke. If they can just dome him, headshot him on the first peak, that could be something. But Stown gets caught picking 2 targets, and Shush, too late to trade. He's going to try and get that gun out of there. ZywOo attempted it as well, down to 1 mag. That's a big play for Shush to make. High risk, but doesn't let Vitality arm up. They pull Magist back to B as well.
Heroic need something to happen here, right? The alarm bells are somewhat going off in this round. Yabi can be that guy to open it up, but he's got to be ready. Magisk takes away top banana. They now know it's not the B play. Vitality, this info gathering is great. Magisk is hot on their heels. He is chasing them every step of the way. Straight down middle. The timing's good. He's going to catch them as they're setting up. Damage done on the Tesses. He barely makes it to join up with his teammate in Yabi, and they don't know that Apex has been waiting down in the pit this whole time. Yabi dead. It's the wounded Tesses up against the world, and Apex unrelenting. That hero gun that he bought up finds them.
Devastating. And with Yabi going a little cold in this series so far, with him not being able to find him on the lurk, that was the only way Heroic were going to win the round. Find the gap, kill the 1 man. As we were saying this last map, it didn't feel like the stars, the typical stars, were the ones required to get them over the finish line, right? ZywOo and Spinks, non-factors in comparison. Not today, though. ZywOo's here with vengeance. He gets 1, overwhelmed by Mac-10s running rampant. Apex gets his molly down, and that will slow Heroic off. They're going to jump through it. Apex absolutely manhandles them in this round, but still, Heroic break through over the top of the smoke, killing rotations, and they allow a plant.
Spinks and Dupree left up in this one. But Dupree has an air of confidence about him here. Spinks moving up behind him. Yabi low on health, but he does have that AWP in the post plant. Right place for it, as well as he holds for the crunch up through banana. Oh, Dupree domes him, and Tesses can't complete the kill. Now the 1v2 stolen away. Vitality not missing a beat.
They are shutting Heroic out of every clutch in this series. We have had no success. There were so many questions and fears for this organization, for this roster. But here at this event, they are proving people wrong. Spinks starts strong, finds Yabi in apartments, forcing Heroic's hand into B, and Cadian just gets overwhelmed. Magist's molly with the peak. They do feed 1. But is that a way in for Heroic? I don't know yet. Stown's super low. He must take that orb. They've got 1 smoke for this B bomb site. Beckoned in. Apex and ZywOo, or Magisk rather, waiting.
Util's going to telegraph it, but Apex was smart. He held on to his smoke this whole time, and now he waits. Oh, so much damage on the spam. They're softened up for Magisk. It's almost too easy.
Cadian's big ticket item, but avoided. Fortunately enough, Stown will survive. Whoa. It's all good. And then some. ZywOo back in banana, back with vengeance. And back up against the wall, he'll have to fall.
Oh, hung around to drop that molly. They are really close now. Stown moving in, right? Going for the kill. ZywOo just barely makes it to safety. And Magisk has got his back. Tesses dinked, brought down low. ZywOo the man to beat, and that is easier said than done. Plot armor in this round. Don't know how he's still going, and just the presence of this man here is enough to turn the tide. Heroic up and leave. Tesses dead as he turns at just the wrong moment. And that split-second decision might cost Heroic everything. They're barreling into an A site that's still defended. Vitality have not felt the need to scramble around. And this is dominant right now. This is quickly getting out of hand. Heroic fast running out of time and Vitality sprinting towards the finish.
It's in sight now. So many trophies lifted by the trio on this team, but not together, not as a roster.
He's also got to carry impact. He's also got to carry himself well. And that feels like too much of a task, an impossible ask. Barreling out through the apartments, one man makes it in. Yabi survives that trip into the pit. But ZywOo is here. ZywOo has landed. Takes out Down, one more man going up and over, but when you swing for the king, you can't afford to miss. Yabi will deal with him.
We heard that.
Running out of time, the backstab for Cadian denied, and it's down to the 1v1. Yabi's tapped on the bomb, he's gonna win it in the fight, and he will!
A saving grace right at the end of the half. It's 5, it's something here for Heroic. The double fake into the fight might give them some flair, but Vitality will brush it off and move on. Holding strong, and Spink's right there when you need him. There is not a way. There is not a weak player. Yabi, he does hit his headshot. They're coming his way into the stack.
Yeah, Heroic are happy with where this one's ending up. They've got all the pieces here to hold the line. Shush from bottom of the board. Strikes from down in the pit. Apex with their backs turned. He can't find it.
Oh dear.
And that little whiff, that can be the way back in for Heroic.
Yeah, the smell of success. My oh my, Heroic keep the pressure on in this round. They're making the most out of what little they've got. The bonus is never fun, not when the game is this tight. Oh, that's a shot. ZywOo. 0 in the name, but he's got plenty in the game.
Tessa has been aggro. That's going to force Vitality's hand to follow through with the A play. And dupreeh looks to make it so. The bomb is cut loose over at Boiler, which is a little awkward here, especially with Heroic coming in on this fast flank. dupreeh can grab it, never having to fight. But ZywOo throws himself into the engagement, into the challenge, and he's up for the task. He's starting to creep up the scoreboard, and it does just beg the question, right? Like the veterans and the agency of these very experienced players have got you this far now as a one-man army, and it's terrifying when it happens. You hope that he doesn't build into that form. The nades are a thing of beauty, but there's Magisk countering it every step of the way. Cadian with a response.
Big molly.
The nades have been punishing. It's kept Heroic in this round. Vitality trying to stay mobile, but Apex is the man with the bomb. These are the gambles where Heroic normally excel, right? Normally, Cadian's ability to read how these rounds shape up are the difference maker for the Danes. But right now, it is one man in B. It is Cadian on his own. Smoke spam exchanged. A bit of a hope and a prayer for Cadian, and it goes a long way. dupreeh dead. ZywOo tagged up by those nades earlier on.
Just walk it.
They slip on in. Smoke in his way. Cadian might have to leave this one to chance.
He's going to get flashed in. Surely not with a pistol. He knows one player's low.
The USP. Madman. Cadian looks to move in, and ZywOo is struck from the tally. Apex can't plant this bomb. He can't win this round. One kill will go his way, but it's the end of the line, and Heroic, they save themselves.
Ever reload his MP9. He wants to keep them guessing. Has he on coffins? Is he right here? And chases ZywOo down with a USP. That's the round-winning kill for Cadian. And again, the captain has been the consistency in this series. Flashback in for Heroic. Good time.
ZywOo's going to get wrecked by this. They isolate that one gun, and no one was there to trade. No one was playing anti-flash. Oh, confidence boosting round for Heroic as Down embraces the chaos. Throws himself into the fight.
Cheeky.
Triple set. dupreeh's moving up, and Shush is on this angle. They could line up for him, and they will. Shush mows them down. And Tessez, under the cover of his teammate, slips in through the back. Yeah, the nerves are never going to fully go away, but the mindset shifts. That was the point where it looked like Heroic were done. It looked like they were going to get steamrolled here.
It's the only way to win this round. Crunch it in middle. bite down.
So have to deal with it. Yabi trading contact. It's ZywOo and Apex spinning tops out through mid. And Cadian left in this alone. A man who never writes off a clutch attempt. A man who's always willing to give it a go, to shoot for the stars. Has this kill on a platter. That one's free. ZywOo dead at the bottom of middle. Now Apex and Spinks, all that's down between him and this lead for Heroic. Captain flashed off the angle. Everyone sits in silence, giving him his due respect. Cadian is not a man to be trifled with in these moments, but Apex and Spinks have got one hell of a crossfire. That smoke complicates matters somewhat. It allows Cadian this passage into the site, but he's fast running out of time. It's turning against him now. Up and over, and Apex gets the better of him in that clash of the leaders. Vitality trying to set the vibe of the round. And it ends up giving it to Vitality.
Yeah, for sure Stan wants more of that play, but it just baits him into the triple setup. That should be far better for Heroic. They should be trading way cleaner.
This one's going to come down to the wire. Time is of the essence here for Vitality. They're going to try deal the killing blow right as the timer expires. Tessez still alive, still a factor. Teammate down in the pit has to hold the line. Shush will get one, but it's not enough to hold on. And so a 2v2 ensues. Cadian and Yabi, the two players that found themselves over towards B on a lengthy journey into the retake now.
You die on this hill if you're Heroic. You risk everything you've got. You need this round. You need this win. Cadian goes through the smoke. There's a gap. He sees one. They line up! And Heroic handle business! Cadian cleans house.
Every time you need him to bring you back in, Cadian will do it.
That one hurts.
Laser focus, that determination. Wow. And the difference, these are two IGLs who wear their hearts on their sleeves, who show their emotions.
They feel unstoppable, streaking CT rounds, breaking Vitality on both T rounds they found. ZywOo, the difference maker, known to do it. The game opens up, but it will only be one, but it might be enough. Dupree's right by his side, and Vitality run the racetrack into the MTA site. Your celebrations, Heroic, will be called off. For it is just one round. But they point their anger in the right direction. And they sit 3 rounds away from a trophy.
And at this scoreline, this close to Vitality being the ones to hoist the trophy, you do not want that, but they might not have a choice. ZywOo opens again. And as we've gotten into the crunch time, he's risen to the occasion. Magisk keeps this in the advantage of Vitality, and now they're going for the throat.
They're just running, they're just gunning, and it's Cadian again who's got to be that last line of defense. No shot taken, he misses those flicks, and Shush stands tall for one, but he's mollied out. Cadian with a banger. Shush is stuck on the clock, and now he's all that stands in this site, not for long. Down to Yabi, and down he goes. Spinks stardom in the A site. And Vitality flexing on this T side.
And for Heroic now, their hearts sink. They know that they had to offer up resistance there. They know that if this one went the way of Vitality, their odds of coming back here, of making this a 3-map series, almost go out the window. They are broke, and that's why you see Vitality celebrating so hard. They know that they've now done the legwork.
This team has been a joy to watch in this tournament. Revitalized and ready for trophies. Magisk will make magic happen. He will drag them there. The Danes do it again on the double opener. It's been years since these guys have felt the relief of a grand final win on a stage like this. And it is so close, touching distance.
And it was the Danes on the first map, and now we look to the Frenchmen. It's them with this major coming up right around the corner on home turf. It's them looking good. ZywOo, the boy who started playing, the age of 7 years old, from that small town in France, Lens.
This has been a brutal T-side. Once they've started to pick up steam and just saw feet, he knows what's up. And defeat right here for Heroic. The Orc can hold on. It saves Yabby's life. He drops off that box. Heroic have more fight in them. The pace, vitality set denied. Oh, but the boost waits patient. Magist runs in. He doesn't stop. Yabby low on ammo, low on health. No chance, all alone. And Heroic, they can feel it now.
They're shaking. They're trembling. They can feel that this is about to be over. Vitality have got the backstab on Tessez. They're in the advantage. They're ready to do it. Two men stand between them and lifting that trophy.
The ground shakes. The earth opens up. And Heroic might be swallowed whole. ZywOo want to do it. He can't connect. It's onto the clutch. Spinks with a Molotov. There's no smoke. There might be no time. There's no way. And this is Vitality running it over the line. Finish strong.
Sure, if the pyramids themselves, Spinks is eternal. And Vitality have overcome those demons. The stars arrive. The veteran players carry them through. And they have done it. Questions about how this team performs under pressure answered today by the French legend of Apex, the arrival of Danish royalty rolling back the years and showing that form is temporary but class is permanent. The Israeli star of Spinks delivering to close both maps. And ZywOo, the chosen one, shining bright on the tail end of this series. The V is not for Vendetta. It's not Heroic story. The V is for victory. Team Vitality relishing in the moment. Your champions in IEM Rio. It's Team Vitality!